I said something earlier on the show I got a little heat for, and by that I mean somebody tweeted something at me that told me I was clueless. I feel better about the Texans' chances of winning this game in Kansas City than I felt about their chances of beating Buffalo at home last week. And I turned to you, somebody who said, you know what, I see this Texans team, if Will Fuller comes back healthy and they can get past this game, making a long run. So I give you the floor here on what you think about the Texans now that what you saw last week is fresh in your mind, Michael.
Right, and Rich, I give them a shot here too, only if they are healthy. Because here it is. You see all that Deshaun Watson had to do to win that game against Buffalo, and Buffalo has a very good defense, but he had to do a lot to win that ball game. And they need easier plays. And Will Fuller, when you get Will Fuller and Kenny Stills, and you have these guys on the outside, now you get the easier plays to DeAndre Hopkins, because if they try to double him, then one of those guys go over the top, and you get the big play. You're going to be they have the ability to make the big play, and they are going to need that to fight against Kansas City, because with Nicole Hartman and Tyreek Hill, those guys, they can make the big play at any point. But they got to get down to being able to just matriculate that ball down the field. And here they're going to have to find a better run game this week than they had against Buffalo to have a chance at beating Kansas City. But they do have a chance at beating Kansas City.
And then there's the Saturday night game. I spoke at length with second-hour guest Eddie George, who I reached out to. We strolled down Titans-Ravens memory lane. And look, NFL is a physical game. Playoff football is not for the faint of heart. What the Titans-Ravens just appears to be that difference, the maker between playoff games and ones that you know are just going to be an absolute slugfest. What's it like going into a playoff game where you know, Michael, there's a good chance that you're going to get somebody with a helmet in the ribs or something like that? What's that like for you?
And I'm going to tell you something, Richard. And I talked about this on Inside the NFL the other day, because as we talked through this game, I said this is what I learned the few times I did play on Wild Card Sunday. And if you play Wild Card Sunday like the Titans did, and I'm talking about them dudes played a physical football game. Nobody on New England wanted to tackle Derrick Henry.
You believe
anymore.
that, right?
They were like, let's just go. They put the white flag up. They were like, that's it. We can get out of here. Nobody wanted to tackle that dude anymore. It's so hard, though, man, to turn around when you play a physical game like that, and then to turn around and get back up to play another physical game, because Baltimore's a physical football team. Mm-hmm. So they're going to need, I think, Tennessee, as great as Derrick Henry is, if I'm Tennessee, I'm coming in this game trying to get an early big play. Each time I played on Wild Card Weekend, I wanted us to get an early big play early in the game, the division round, to get everybody hyped and get them going again, get adrenaline pumping again, because the team that sat home, they are so hyped and they are rested. You've been banged up because you played such a high game and you played at such high intensity in that wild card round. I'm looking for them to do something with A.J. Brown early to try to get early, big play early, and then settle back and let Derrick Henry crush you. And I also think everything hinges on what's going on with Mark Ingram. I don't care what you guys say. Everybody say what you will. Mark Ingram brings a different taste to that football team, the Baltimore Ravens.
But what about when you played? What was the most physical team you played in the playoffs ever? Were you going in that week like, okay, I need to make sure my head's a little bit more on a swivel this week? Which one was that for you?
Well, we played some the Phillies. When you talk about when we played Philly, we played Philly in the playoffs, and all those games were tough. I may have caught one pass in that game because Bobby Taylor was help over the top, but one pass was a touchdown. But I knew this was going to be a battle. This was going to be a battle, and the battle really comes. For me, I'm a wide receiver. The physicalness for me is going to be on a limited basis. But the physicalness for those offense and defensive linemen,
right? Oh
my God! With those guys going at it like that, and as much as they pound the ball last week in Tennessee, that's going to be an incredible battle for Tennessee to get back up and match those guys in Baltimore.
It wasn't that time against Seahorn, Irv? Wasn't that Seahorn game?
Oh, man, God, no. Man, God, no. But Rich, I know we joke about that. I will say this.
Seahorn Island?
He was physical, too. He was trying to be physical. He was trying to be physical, especially when he had a safety over top. And I walk by him and say, you know, the only reason you trying to be that physical is because you got help back there. You can dive all into my body because you know if you miss, you got a safety over there to help you out. You know, I would like to see it without that safety. He said, Mike, I'm playing. He would always be quiet. He said, Mike, I'm playing the defense the coach called. That's all he would say.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.